What is your relationship with money today? What comes up for you? Is there a sense of anxiousness, fear? I don't have enough. I wish I had more. I'm not sure where things are at. My portfolio seems to be invested well, but I need to work for another so many years because I need more money. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soulfully Speaking. I'm your host, teacher, and guide, Bachand. And as always, it is a gift and a joy to welcome you here today to this episode of Soulfully Speaking. And today's episode is one that I'm very excited. It is your money and your heart. So imagine this. If money was never an issue for you and all of your concern about what it is and if you have enough or if it's invested the right way wasn't the burden that you may experience. Imagine this, having enough resources that become a sense of wanting to create consciously in a new way something that is near to your heart by supporting an organization or a cause. Yeah, that sounds really beautiful. And you might be thinking, yeah, but that's not my reality. I imagine it, but I can't even imagine what that would be like. But the truth of the matter is, it is something that is your divine right to have. It is something that every single human being has the right to. Money is one of those hot topics, one that it connects in a very powerful way to your life, to your body, to the energy that you're feeling. And I'm sure even when you think of the term money, it automatically raise an emotional response to you. Or is there a sense of, I'm pretty good, I'm calm about money. Money's not a concern for me. It's something that I manage well, I see, and I'm good. Whatever our response is something to pay attention to, because money is a relationship. Money is an energy. It's no different than our relationship with our spouse, our friends, our loved ones, to the relationship that we have with food, to our relationship with our health, to our relationship with nature, to our relationship with work. Money is a relationship. Money is an energy. And money is not divine. Money was created in the human condition. Money is not something that is of a divine order, but it's something that is created in the world that we live as humans that we need to learn how to master. We need to learn how to engage for who we are. But it's very important to realize that your money is so connected, not so much with your mind, where that is so important. And I'm not dismissing anything, and it's so important to understand what it means to budget, to look at your numbers, to not be afraid of your numbers, no matter where you are. That's important. But for today's soulful conversation, it is about your money and your heart, and realizing that it is simply that. It is an energy of something that needs to be looked into our life to live more fully and without angst. And if we are comfortable with money, to bring that even maybe more fuller into our life, of how we might want to elevate that to make even greater impact. So one of the things I want to focus on today is, what is that relationship for you in the money? When you ask that question, you heard me say that, pay attention, come back to that. What's my relationship? If you felt an anxiousness, if there's a sense of, I don't like to look at my accounts, or there's a sense you're obsessed of looking at your accounts. But there still can be that scarcity mindset of, we really need to, our friends are going on that big ski trip and we want to go with them as well. And I feel that we should probably then invite them to join us for a weekend in the summer up at our cottage. That can start to be a financial scarcity mindset of thinking, we have to, I must do, I need. And to be aware that that creates a cycle of being driven by something that you feel you need to do versus something that you desire to do from the heart. The sense of money is very important. I'm a firm believer in every ounce of my being that the way money is used in the world, it's 2024 as I'm saying this, and the way it will be used in many years ahead is going to dramatically change and evolve. I firmly believe that the banking system, investments, things are going to evolve because humanity is evolving. And that sense of money that has been created has made tremendous division on our planet, from countries, from those that have and those that have not. not, the disparity between rich and poor, the disparity between those who can go for education and those that cannot. There is going to be a change. You hear so much right now, the younger generation, those that are working, they're more concerned about making sure that their lives are balanced. That's a direct effect of the change, and that will have an impact on money, on finance, on investment, and living from a heart place of making a powerful impact. And that's where today it's important to ask yourself, how is your heart with money? Is it concerned? Is it a sense of you need more? Is it a sense of scarcity? Is it a sense of joy or a sense of fear? Because money is something that you need to not be afraid of, but to see where you are. And it's very important. For the first thing I want to share with you today is to identify any false beliefs that you may have about money and how to evolve that into a faith belief about money. All of us have had some false belief about money. As you grow up, you often think, that person's so cheap. Have you ever been out to dinner with somebody and the bill comes and I remember being out with a very good friend and their partner and being out, and when the bill came, they went over that bill like it was signing a new contract to purchase a house, looking to make sure every item was there, then asking how they wanted to split the bill and take things down. That kind of mindset is a very scarcity mindset. Yes, look over the bill to make sure things are correct, but looking to see if they made a mistake, to make sure you weren't being cheated to or being lied to, that comes from something much deeper. That comes from a family situation and upbringing that influences, and it can impact how you live, because they not only were like that at a restaurant, but that's how they live their business and their life. And it can also be the opposite if you've been very fortunate to be born into a family of affluence or means. There can be maybe not the concerns of things you had to do, but there can be other strings that can be attached in that environment of, you can go to university, we will pay for that, but only if you go here. You can do this, but there's a string attached. There's a sense of how money can be also protecting us or trying to control us in a way. And so those false beliefs that we can start to believe that money is, when you give money, you expect something back or you're looking for something, are things that we need to be aware of. That's not from the heart. That's from the mind. That's from the ego. That's from fear. And fear can never live in the heart. I'm going to say that again. Fear can never live in your heart. Our heart, our spiritual heart, is not capable of having fearfulness. And that is something that it's important to identify. Is there something in your life of a mentality, of a belief that isn't resonating anymore? It's become a habit. Identify that and celebrate it and say, okay, this is something that I want to evolve and make it into something more of a faith, of a new belief about who I am. Maybe you were told, you're never good at money. You're not good at math. That's a false belief. Yeah, you don't have to be an accountant, but you do know how to do things. You do know how to take control. You do know how to look at the situation for what it is. You can transform a fearful base belief into a faith belief if you are ready to let go, see where it comes from, celebrate it, realize it served you for what it needed, and now you want to create a new habit to move forward. Another aspect about your heart and your money is when it comes to making donations, when it comes to being invited to make contribution to a person, an organization, something that resonates for you. As a former professional fundraiser, one of the things I saw in my life was so many individuals really were compelled to be part of a mission. I also encountered a lot of individuals that gave a lot of money because it was a huge tax break. All of our friends have a wing with their name on it, so we feel this is our opportunity to also do the same for our family, for our foundations, that we can be seen in the community. Doesn't mean that that's wrong, but it also makes you kind of question, when we are asked to donate, when we are asked to give of our means, what is the first aspect that comes to you? Is it a sense of, I'm already committed. I already have too many contributions? Or is it a sense of, well, what are they going to do with the money? They're all good questions. But what it really comes down to is when you are being invited to give of your money to a mission from the heart, it is about connecting and making a change that will have a ripple effect beyond what you can see. And that is an important reminder. Am I holding back out of a fear that I will not have enough? And of course, it always has to be done within our means, but it is also looking at truly how we want to live that. The third point I want to leave with you today is this. When fear comes knocking at your heart, not saying it's in your heart, but when it comes knocking to your heart, what do you do? When you open your heart to the fear, you can either just say, I recognize it, but I'm in my heart and I'm trusting that I'm aligned with what I need to do and how I need to be. Is simply to say to yourself, I open my heart to new money and new money opens to me. Or I open my heart to all the possibilities and new possibilities open to me. And your heart remains open to the abundance and the openness that you're seeking. Remember this, your heart and your money are one. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, and I can't wait to be with you again next week. Thank you.